Am I the asshole for trying to make my friend, ex-boyfriend, to realize that he could have put me and my son at a health risk? For context, I, 22F, and my friend, 23M, let's call him B, been friends for a bit now after we decided it's best we ended a 4-year relationship. I also have a son, 5M, who's not biological related to B, but he decided to treat him as his own, love and care for him. This part is important, nothing wrong on our ends, just simply fell out of love. We live together as well, but frequently we still sleep with each other. Again, we both are civil and live peacefully. We both know each other inside and out, been from thick through thin, he's been my rock like I've been his rock. He's basically my best friend and will take a bullet for. Now to the part that, apparently I'm an AH, but I feel like I'm not. Recently, like 3 days ago, I found out that he has been sleeping with his manager, let's call her D, and I mean the devil's tango, in his manager's car. The way I found out is because he left his phone open and I peeped a message from Snapchat he left open telling her, "Good night, love." Now, like I stated before, we are exes. I told him he can talk to whoever he wants, but to at least let me know that he is sleeping with someone else, because I am still sleeping with him unprotected. I have been recently noticing that he has been leaving super early to work, and I paid no mind to that since he kept telling me, "I'm going to work early to get more hours in," and I believed him. But turns out after he kisses me goodbye, really he's been meeting up with his manager before work, doing the deed in her car, from what he told me, and go back to work before his actual shift. This all been happening for over a month and I didn't know this up until 3 days ago. I got super upset to know he's been sleeping with someone else unprotected while sleeping with me unprotected. I'm getting myself checked out at a clinic later on this week to make sure I didn't contracted any STD. I woke him up at 2 a.m. and asked him if he's been sleeping with manager. He flat out denied it. I told him that I saw his messages between him and his manager, who is apparently married, has kids as well, and told me to mind my own business and not get myself involved. I told him it is my business to know that he has been sleeping with her and raw dogging it too, and kept it a secret over a month. On top of that, he's been sharing cups and utensils with my son when they eat together. I'm also going to make sure my son didn't contracted anything either, as well as he has an upcoming appointment with his pediatrician. He got angry at me and began to yell at me for snooping through his phone. I told him he left it open and saw he's been texting another girl, who at that time I was happy for him to see him move on, but finding out sleeping with her unprotected and didn't tell me, made me super upset and concerned for my health being and my son's health being. I lost myself in my emotions and started to cry, out of hurt and anger. I kept asking him why didn't he told me the truth. That's when things got physical. He slapped me and I look back at him in rage. Now this isn't the part I'm very proud of, because I too slapped him back, and resulting of us fighting each other. We both stopped fighting when our room door started to jiggle. That's when my son woke up and trying to enter our room. We stopped quickly, cleared our faces from blood and tears, and pretended that we have been cleaning our room, which thankfully my son believed it and say to keep it quiet because he is trying to sleep. After my son left, I looked at B and told him he better pray that he didn't contracted anything, or I'm going to tell his manager's husband about their affair. And I could less if she loses everything through the divorce, including her kids. He told me that if I went with my plan he'll make my life a living hell. That's when I decided to sleep on the couch that same night. I feel like I had every right to be upset that he's been having the devil's tango unprotected, but also, I feel like he's right that I should have just minded my own business. So am I the asshole?